My son, Matthew, did not look like a winner. He was rather uncoordinated and wore braces from the age of 13 until the day he died. However, in his all too brief life, he proved that he was a winner. On October 6th, 1998, my son tried to show the world that he could win again. On October 12th, 1998, my firstborn son and my hero lost. On October 12th, 1998, my firstborn son and my hero died. 50 days before his 22nd birthday. I keep wondering the same thing that I did when I first saw him in the hospital. What would he have become? How could he have changed his piece of the world to make it better? Matt officially died in a hospital in Fort Collins, Colorado. He actually died on the outskirts of Laramie, tied to a fence. You, Mr. McKinney, with your friend, Mr. Henderson, left him there by himself. But he was not alone. There were his lifelong friends with him. Friends that he had grown up with. You're probably wondering who these friends were. First, he had the beautiful night sky and the same stars and moon we used to see through a telescope. Then he had the daylight and the sun to shine on him. And through it all, he was breathing in the scent of the pine trees from the snowy range. He heard the wind, the ever-present Wyoming wind, for the last time. He had one more friend with him. He had God. And I feel better knowing he wasn't alone. Matt's beating, hospitalization, and funeral focused worldwide attention on hate. Good is coming out of evil. People have said enough is enough. I miss my son, but I am proud to be able to say that he was my son. Judy has been quoted as being against the death penalty. It has been stated that Matt was against the death penalty. Both of these statements are wrong. I, too, believe in the death penalty. I would like nothing better than to see you die, Mr. McKinney. However, this is the time to begin the healing process. To show mercy to someone who refused to show any mercy. Mr. McKinney, I am going to grant you life. As hard as it is to do so, because of Matthew. Every time you celebrate Christmas, a birthday, the 4th of July, remember that Matt isn't. Every time you wake up in your prison cell, remember you had the opportunity and the ability to stop your actions that night. You robbed me of something very precious, and I will never forgive you for that. Mr. McKinney, I give you life in the memory of someone who no longer lives. May you have a long life, and may you thank Matthew every day for it. Thank you very much.
Mr. McKinney, you will be remanded to the custody of the Albany County Sheriff's Department, pending transportation to the state penitentiary. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this matter.
When you think of this town, you can see something else than just a crime and understand why we love it so much.
I think I'm just really glad that it's over. You know, I really am. Testifying in this trial has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my entire life. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the stage. I'm a natural for it. I love it. But the actual testifying is really, really difficult. You know, because what you have is you have the lawyers who are asking you questions. So you have questions that are coming at you in this avenue, but then you have to funnel them over towards the jury. So you funnel them over there, and what you end up with is, basically you have a funneling system, right?
After taking the ATZ for 6 months, I was able to get a DNA test. And it was about a week later, that's when I found out that I was negative for good.
Oh, wow, thank God. That's great.
I tell you, we were all on our knees saying Hail Marys.
Yeah, you know, you're just so elated. You're really happy.
So what's the first thing she does?
I stuck my tongue right in my husband's mouth.
Well, what about your daughters?
Oh, man, the girls, they just bawled.
They were just so happy.
In the force.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we went out and got shit face.
I just kissed everybody who came through that door.
Reggie, they don't need to know that.
You know what? If it was a male or a female, I didn't care. I kissed him right on the lips.
What part of what I just said did you not understand?
Mom, I have already kissed him.
It's not clear to me, having known Matthew, what story he would want told about this. We won't fully understand what happened here until time has had a chance to filter that out for us. What happened here, the culture that caused this, the complex set of events leading up to it, it would have been like us trying to stop a tank.
Change is not an easy thing, and I don't think people were up to it here. They got what they wanted. Those two boys got what they deserve, and we look good now. You know, it's been over a year since Matthew Shepard died, and they haven't passed shit in Wyoming. They haven't passed it at a state level, any town, anybody, anywhere has passed any kind of laws. Anti-discrimination laws or hate crime legislation. Nobody has passed anything anywhere. What's come out of it? What's come out of it that's concrete and lasting?
The dead will be commemorated, and will struggle on with the living. And we are not going away. We won't die secret deaths anymore. The world only spins forward. We will be citizens. The time has come. Bye now.
Have you ever gone out to the fence?
Mm-hmm. I drove up to the side of my limousine. And, see, I remembered something to myself. The night he and I drove around together, he said, "Laramie sparkles, doesn't it?" And where he was in that spot up there, if you sit exactly in that spot up there, Laramie sparkles from there. But with the low-lying clouds, it's the blue lights that's bouncing off the clouds from the airport. And it goes tss, 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 over the whole city. I mean, it blows you away. And Matt was right there in that spot. And I could just picture, in his eyes, I can picture what he was seeing.
And the last thing that he saw on this earth was the sparkling lights of Laramie, Wyoming.